Hello, Nina Ferreira here from ninaferreira.com. I'm here live from Spain. Welcome to today's CEO Girl Chat. I thought I'd take you guys all outside so that you could get a glimpse of how it looks like when you can work from anywhere online. You can take your business anywhere and work anywhere you want. Hi Michelle. Hi, how are you? So today I'm just hanging out. I'm in Spain and I'm here at a nice, it's called the Gran Bar, and it's pretty cool. And so today I just wanted to talk about how you can use social media and how you can use the whole online space to take your business online and work from wherever you want in the world. So you can be anywhere and have a business that works for you and not the other way around. So a business that works for you where you have systems streamlined and everything's online and you're able to sell your own products, your own courses. When you go online, there's pretty much an unlimited audience online. There's a huge world out there online, but you have to first develop your community online, and so that you can start selling to people online. And anyways, before I get into all of that and into the chat, I should probably introduce myself a little bit more. I am Nina Ferreira, and I am a business coach, and I help women take their business online so that they can create their own product and passive revenue streams. So, okay, so going back to social media and doing that, I recently, I guess I should tell you a little bit more of a backstory before I go into that. Back in 2015, I took an online course, and it opened up so many doors for my business. At the time, I was doing graphic design, branding and marketing, and if you can't hear me, can you let me know? Because it seems really, really loud. So let me know if you can hear me fine. And if you can't, then I will see if I can move somewhere else. Anyway, so I took an online course. There was a really, really big community online, and I was already in business for myself. I had a branding and marketing studio, and I was just really tired in my business. I was always working all the time, and I mean, that's great, that's awesome. But I was working in the business. I was working so much, doing design work, that it almost became, it's really loud in the background. Yeah, that's what I figured. It's too many people. I'm gonna see if I can move to maybe, not so sure how helpful that will be, but a little bit further away from it being so loud. So I had my business, my graphic design business. I had clients, which was amazing, and I had done that for a while. But I just knew something had to change in my business that year, and I was like, I even told my husband, something has to change, this year. I'm just always working all the time. I'm working, on client projects, and it's not really, I didn't go into business just to be working all the time. I mean, does that make sense? You go into business because you want freedom, you want money, obviously what, that can bring you. You want to be able to travel and do your business from wherever in the world, but I was just capped. I was just working all the time, and my business, it's a service-based business, and when you have a service-based business, there is a limit, to how many hours you can do, and of course you can raise prices or whatever, but there's still a limit when it's a service-based business. So I just knew something had to change, right? Something had to change, and so I took an online course, and that just opened up so many doors for me, because that year I realized, oh my gosh, like there's this whole online community of people who are personal brands. Hi, Petra. And they're personal brands, and they release digital products, and they release online courses, they have books, and they release, masterminds and group coaching. And I had no idea, like, you could of course I knew, like, e-commerce, and you can have an online store and all that, but I never knew that you could brand yourself. You can brand yourself online and basically get paid being yourself and teaching people online what your expertise is. So like my expertise is branding and marketing. That is really my expertise, but that you can also just interweave all of your passions too into your own brand. So I had no idea before I took that course, and I think a lot of people, like, they can get wrapped up in their business, and if you're not in the online world, or if you haven't stepped into it, you haven't like joined Facebook groups, and if you are watching this, be sure to introduce yourself to the group, because this is what this is all about. The CEO Girl Tribe is all about us supporting each other as entrepreneurs, and I just really wanted to create a really high vibe space for you guys so you can get support in your business. And I want to teach you guys about this online space and how you can grow your business online, and you can network with people online, and you can do that a lot faster and a lot quicker than doing the old, it's not old fashioned, but head is like old fashioned, of like just working, going and looking for clients, going door to door, trying to get clients, in your city or, hometown or whatever, and you're doing it that way. And if you're, you're like a freelancer like I was, more of a freelancer, like that's really difficult, and you can't, you're gonna get capped, and you can't reach as big of an audience that way. So that's why I want you guys to all know that it's super important to find these Facebook groups, to go in them, to introduce yourself, to talk about what you do, and in the Facebook groups also engage with other members of the group, like their posts, comment and share your expertise. Like if you're a graphic designer or a social media manager, you share your expertise, go into the groups and talk about, like if somebody has a question, answer them, share your expertise. Don't try and sell them something immediately, but just share your expertise so you can position yourself as an expert and start to get seen and known online, for your expertise. And it's really important that you do that you go into the Facebook groups, and you interact with other people, and you provide value. And it's really important that you show up too, like on these Facebook lives, on Instagram Live, and talk about what you do, and not be afraid, because that is like a really big fear that a lot of people have. They're afraid of what people are gonna think, what people are gonna say if something gets messed up, or this is not perfect, or this isn't done yet, or this and that, and you can really get stuck and hung up on all of that. So it's really important that you do whatever you need to do to get into that space of like, okay, I'm doing it, I'm gonna go online, I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna go big, and I'm gonna take action, and I'm not gonna be afraid of what other people think, and I'm just gonna provide value and talk about my services and go from there, and just take it one step at a time, and not be afraid. So one of the key things to growing your business online is, if you have a service-based business, like I had a service-based business, is to take some sort of element from that and see if you can turn it into a digital course, and that way you can create a passive income stream, or see if you can take that into a book. I recently released my book called The Ultimate Social Media Strategy, and it combines all of my knowledge that I've done with my clients in the past, for social media and branding and marketing, and how to take your business and launch it online with a bang and all that fun stuff. So I have my book, and my book sells. I'll be sleeping and like the next morning, and like, you know, I'll have book sales. So that's just like what's so cool about taking your knowledge and putting it into a digital product, because then it's just like, it's like money on, you know, autopilot. You don't really have to do anything. You just schedule out your social media posts, and then people buy it. But it's really important that you develop that like and that trust with your audience first, because that wouldn't really have worked with me if I just released something. If you just release something, I'm gonna see if I can go like somewhere with like go a little bit further back, because it's kind of really noisy for you guys. Anyway, I don't know if that's any helpful, but I'm drinking this and I don't want to leave yet. Okay, so what was I saying? To take your knowledge and digitize it. And I was saying that if you don't build your fan base first, then it's going to be really difficult to just launch something and expect it to sell. Like if you don't, say you want to launch an online store, and you're like, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to build this store, and it's going to be amazing, it's going to be this awesome store, and I'm going to launch it. Okay, you launched it, but you didn't build your fan base. So people are not just going to come. And how can you do that? How can you do it so that when you launch your online store, they're going to come? What do you need to do? Okay, if you have a personal Facebook account, you need to really utilize that, because people, like your friends and family or whatever, those will be your first supporters. And then if you are able to talk about your business rather than trying to sell it, people sell like, yeah, this, I've got my store and buy this product and here's this, and you're like kind of spamming people, but you're not really giving a story about what you're doing in your business, then people are not going to buy from you. So what you need to do is you need to make sure you're building your audience in a way that it's like you're talking about what you're doing, and you're really excited about it because you're releasing this product, or you're really excited about it because you're releasing, you're launching your new store. And make it really fun. If you're launching an online store, do giveaways. You know, do giveaways to get people involved. If you're making t-shirts, do a vote. Do a vote on your Facebook account and say, hey, what do you guys think about these t-shirts of like these two different designs, and have them vote on it. And then it just really just talk about it, but don't spam people. Don't ever spam people and just be like, buy this, or just think that people are gonna come, because they're not gonna come. You want to develop that audience. And like I said, when I was talking about the Facebook groups, so like if you have a store, that's a little bit different, right? So if you join other Facebook groups and you have a store, an online store, how do you network with people if you cannot promote in the group? You need to show up in the Facebook group, and also do exactly what I just said, is to answer people's questions and talk about your store. Be like, yes, I have this store and I've done this and this is how it works. And then people are gonna click, and maybe they'll even add you on Facebook, and then they're gonna check out your store because you're talking about it on your own Facebook account, right? So that's how you would do that if you have an online store and you want to start just building organic traffic. And I really recommend that you start with organic first, because it's going to be really difficult to convert people with advertising in the beginning, because people don't know who you are. They haven't heard of you before. So in my book, I talk a lot about that. I actually don't even talk about Facebook ads because that's just a whole different animal. And it's really important that it's a lot easier too, that you just do stuff with people organically. It's a lot easier, and then it really validates that your product is selling. And then if after it's selling, then you can do the Facebook ad. And if you have any questions, go ahead and comment below. That's what this is for, CEO Girl Chat, for us just to chat, and I can answer your questions about online marketing and taking your business online and how to grow your business and how to get your products to sell and all that good stuff. So, give you a minute to type in whatever question you have about selling online. I don't know how much you know about me, but I've done a lot of affiliate marketing, and that brought in a lot of sales, like a lot of affiliate marketing with other digital courses online, and that brought in so much extra revenue for me that it basically allowed me that additional revenue stream basically allowed me to move to Spain with affiliate marketing. And with affiliate marketing, it's the same thing with building a following online. You have to have that following online so people trust you. So if you start talking about a product, they're like, oh, okay, yeah, like you've already built that like and trust. So it's the same exact thing. Okay, Michelle. Developing. I can't see if it's cut off. Okay, oh, I see. I am working on redesigning my website and developing an option. I also want to create a course about stress management, understanding mental health concerns that business owners, and then I can't tell if it's chopped off there. Okay, so I can't see your actual question, Michelle. If you want to just comment below the question. But if you are creating a course and you're working on redesigning your website, okay. Alright, so don't get too caught up on the website design. A lot of people get really caught up. Website, I mean, it's great to have a website, and you definitely want to have a website. You want to have a website that looks beautiful, gorgeous. I mean, I personally have been selling websites for a long time, and that's what I did for a long time. So it's like, no, I'm not trying to discredit websites, but you really need to get really focused on what your package is. So you're gonna sell an online course about stress management. Okay, so you need to get really, really clear about what it is exactly that you're selling in your course, and how are you gonna package it so that people want to buy it. Can you put it in a way? Well, first of all, before you even get to the packaging part of it, is who is your audience? Who is your audience? Who are you wanting to take this course? And then once you have that down and you know who this course is for, then you need to figure out how you're going to package. How are you going to package the course? What are the modules that you're going to do? Then you need to, you're welcome. You need to, because that can take the longest time. That can take the longest time is packaging the course. I'm actually putting together a course for you guys right now, and it's called Stepping Into Your Irresistible Brand Online, because I'm coming up with a course that's all about how you can brand yourself online, and it's actually very similar to your question about, okay, how can you do all the foundational work so that people know what you're selling, and so that people No, oh, okay, that's, that's what Michelle's about, and I'm gonna take her course because I want to learn about how I cannot be stressful, anymore, and, yeah, I think I remember your question from before, that you were wanting to do Facebook Lives on, on this and entrepreneurs, and I said what you need to do is, especially for entrepreneurs, is talk about the ups and downs for entrepreneurs. Is that there's a lot of ups and downs. There's a lot of like uncertainty. There's a lot of like lack of confidence. There's a lot of like, oh my gosh, is this gonna work? Is this not gonna work? There's a lot of like people seeing other entrepreneurs succeeding and like they're doing this and they're releasing this, and there's a lot of like, oh my gosh, that happened, like, is this gonna work? Or like, when I first started going online, I had no idea. I was like, yeah, I had no idea. I wanted to do something big, and I wanted to make a big difference. And then one week I would be really excited about, my new business online. And then the next week I would be really, really like, oh my gosh, this is never gonna work. And why should I'm gonna send out this email blast, and why should I even send out this email blast? And like all these crazy fears pop up, sending out an email blast. It's like, oh my gosh, really, an email blast? And even like putting together your sales page. Like I recently launched a different course called Confidence and Grace, and it's a mindset reset course. And even just like that was the first time me launching my own course. I like even just putting the sales page together was like, oh my gosh, like it was just like scary. Like I wasn't like not gonna do it, but it was just scary. So a lot of times there's a lot of fear, so if you can talk about that and talk about mindset too, like what is it that you need to do in your routine, what is it that you need to do, some of the ideas for your Facebook Live or course or whatever, and then figure out how you can package it in a way that it caters to entrepreneurs, and who that person is that you want to sell it to, and yeah, so it's really important that you write all that down. It's super important, because that could be the longest part of figuring out exactly what your course is going to be, how you're going to title it, how you're going to brand it, and then you can touch on your website a little bit. But it's really important that you just get the packaging down, because that can take the longest time. That can take the longest time of like, how is this going to fit together? What am I teaching exactly? What I want people to know? How I'm going to get their attention on this. So make sure you spend some time doing that and really journaling that out and figuring out what it is that you want to sell, and that it makes sense for people too, because a lot of times people will have an idea for a course, but it's not like I've had clients that will run an idea for a course, and I'll be like, that doesn't make sense. Like it doesn't sound like they want it to be one thing, the course to be one thing, but then the name of the course doesn't sound like has anything to do with it. So you have to make sure that the name matches correctly for what you're selling, so people can get it. Like, oh, that's what that is. That's what that is about. So I hope that helps you, Michelle. And there are any other questions, go ahead and pop them below, and I will answer them for you. Sorry, I'm just getting over a cold. So yeah, going back online, if that's something that you want to do, taking your business online and being able to create a digital product, go for it, and it can really open up doors for you, especially if you've built your audience and you continue to build your audience online. and grow your tribe. So it can open up so many doors for you, and you can make a lot more money. Yeah, thank you so much, Michelle. I'll see you later. All right. Yeah, so. All right, so moving on, and then I'll wrap this up. See if anybody else pops in. But so basically, what I want to leave off with is that there is a whole online world out there in the Facebook groups, on social media. There are people online, and obviously, like, you know, there's people online, but there's also a community of people, of entrepreneurs that are online that need your help. They need your voice, they need your stories, they need you to step up to the plate and go live and do the scary thing, and they need you to take action. So it's really important that you're taking action, and if you really want to do this online thing, take that first step, do it, don't be afraid. We work whatever you have to, we work in your mindset to not be afraid to go on camera, not to be afraid to go on Facebook, you know, Instagram Live, all that fun stuff, and just do it. Don't think about too much in your head about this is not going to work, or don't get caught up about the details. Just go for it, because once you do that, you're going to get clarity once you take the first step. And I am, as I said, releasing my new online course called Stepping Into Your Irresistible Brand Online, and the sales page is being developed as we speak, and when that is ready, I'm going to post it below in the comments below. And basically what this course is going to be about is I'm going to teach you how you can basically step into your own personal brand online, and you can talk about your services and your products in a way that people understand and get what you're doing, and learn how you can package your products and your services online, so that you can create those revenue streams, so that you can make money while you're sleeping, so that you can travel, so you can do whatever, you know, you want, and you can make your business easier, and you don't have to be working all the time in your business if you're a service-based business. So I'm going to teach you that in my brand new course called Stepping Into Your Irresistible Brand. And I'm going to teach you how you can package your products and your services, and what you need on your sales page, and what you need to grow your tribe online, and everything you need for your Instagram and your Facebook and all that fun stuff. Alright? And I will post that in the comments below once that is ready, and I will do another announcement in the group and everywhere else, so you can see that. And okay guys, so I will see you guys later, and until our next CEO Girl chat, I will talk to you guys later. Alright? Bye bye.